If you are watching this video, probably you are opening Looker Studio for the second time, and it's already a big deal. And on this video, I want to continue build with you your first dashboard and explain you how do I do it step by step. Hey, my name is Gala. I'm a marketing analyst and expert in Looker Studio, Looker, BigQuery, and Google Sheets. And I have a blog about this. You can find a lot of articles in my blog. You can find some free and paid templates for Looker Studio on my website. And of course, subscribe for my YouTube channel. Do not miss other new videos. And let's back to our Looker Studio. So on the first lesson, we created our first dashboard and connected G4 account. When we have view mode, we don't just can observe data, but we cannot edit it. So we can share and make a copy and download. But if we click to edit, we can work with the dashboard and change it and make it nicer than we have it right now. So first of all, I recommend you to call it somehow. So for example, we can call it YouTube Looker Studio Lessons template. I recommend you to give your report nice title that you understand what is that, because when you have a lot of them, it could be messy if you don't give it a nice title. So a title that you wrote there, you will see here. Let's edit it. So you can be, if we go to share, you can be an owner of the dashboard. Also, you can be an editor or viewer. If you're an editor, you have mostly the same rights as an owner. If you're a viewer, you cannot go to edit mode and change it. So here we have same logic as we have for Google Sheets and Google Doc. So we can do restricted. It's allowed only for my domain, for my company's employees. We can do unlisted. In this, you cannot Google it, find in Google, but if I send you a link, you can open the dashboard and it could be found in a Google search. And we have this nice icon that I recommend you don't miss. And here we can see some interesting settings. We can prevent editors from changing access and adding new people. So that will be the difference between owner and editors. Disable downloading and printer for viewers. This could limit your dashboard. Disable copying for viewers. This as well, it's a nice feature. Do not allow copy your dashboard. Disable viewers from viewing and creating alerts. Alerts you can do with data, but disable viewers from generating slides with Gemini as well is a nice feature. Gemini works only with pro version of Looker Studio, so if you have a free, it doesn't matter for you actually. Disable showing advanced applied filter in filter panel. I don't want to show it. So this is sharing options that we have, and we can share our dashboard. When I share a dashboard via the link, it will be this link, and not anyone regarding these rules can open. Also, what we can do more with the dashboard, we can make a copy, report details, and if you view and I click to this little button, I can invite people, I can schedule delivery, get personal report link, and download. If I invite people, I have the same window, and I can invite some specific people by email, same like Google Sheets. If we go schedule delivery, this is super nice. You can send emails daily, weekly, monthly, any of options that you want to some emails to your stakeholders. And you can set up some filters that will apply for this email. So for example, you are marketing analyst, you have several departments, and you use data source filter. For SEO specialist, you will send only SEO traffic. For PPC, you will send only PPC traffic, and so on. This is super nice. Get personal report link, so you can apply filters, data range, etc. And it will save this in this link. I think that's it what is interesting on this section. What we already talked about something on the previous video. So when I start actually to do something with the dashboard, I start with add control and I add data range control. So I add it to the top of the page always because I want to give my users, my reports users to select data range that we want to show in the dashboard. Of course, there are some cases when we don't need it, but most of the time I create it. So it was here, add a control, a data range control. When we have it, it has setup and style. By default, we have a shadow. So let's go through setup and styles for data range. By default, we have after data range, after its last 28 days, I want to show, for example, this month's last month data. And I want to apply. It will show us August by default, because now it's September. Then I go to style. I want to do, for example, background is transparent. I don't want to see where is the shadow at body shadow. I remove the shadow. Am I fine with my colors? Yeah, actually, why not? I'm quite fine with my colors, but I can change font color. I can make it brown to make it more smoothly and not so bright. I can make it gray. I can change font size. Header, it means when I open it, it is here. Here I can make it white. You will see that it's changed here, the header and apply button. So maybe we can do it reset. So it will be the same color as our background. Then we can make border radius. Actually, these styles, they will be more or less similar for other filters and some charts, but it needs to go through it. As you see, this data range thing, it doesn't have any data source, so it will apply by default for the whole page. And normally what do? I put it on the right corner, and this will be our default filter. Then I can add some image. Wait a second, I can click image, upload from computer, and I have this. I can add my logo to the dashboard as an image. Somehow it has a background. Let me see. Style, background, transparent, because I know that it is PNG without a background. So on the top, I do normally like this, and I already created a text box. What we can do with image, so I added my logo as an image. We can change background, we can change opacity, but I need just 100%, and do some little border color. And in settings, we not can do much. Again, we don't have data source here, but we can do a link to my website, and I can write it here, open in a new tab. So when people will click on my logo, they will go to my website. And I can add a text, and it will be my dashboard title. This is what I normally do, and this I would like to make 28. Maybe this will be okay, gray. Center alignment. I can add some link as well if I want. And there are some settings like background color and some padding, but normally you don't need to even change it. So this will be our header, and I can select 3 elements together, click right mouse button and align vertical by middle and align horizontally center, or not center, distribute horizontally, for example. And this it. So this how our header will look like. Maybe we can add some element as well, just to make it. Let me right mouse button, order, send to back. So I added some square in the shape here. I added it here, but I want to make, by default it has really bright color. I don't want it. I want to make it transparent and add border shadow. And here I made my title somehow. So it's only one option how you can make title of your dashboard. I think it's super simple, but it's already, we have our data range, so we already know that we're talking about last month. So it will be a monthly dashboard. We have a title and we have our logo. And I think I will stop here because we observed sharing settings in this video. We observed what can we do about the sharing settings, and we created title for our dashboard. It's super cool and I want to stop on this moment. But don't forget to give this video, subscribe to my channel, subscribe for my blog, ask questions and comment, because it's really important. I invest a lot of my time to preparing this video and your feedback is really important for me. Hope you liked it, and bye bye.